What's up guys, 12-inch PvPenis back here with another video for you guys. Been a little minute out here, but we're going to record another account update. If you guys don't know where we're at right now, that would make sense because we haven't updated our account in a hot little minute. We are waiting right now for combat. Pass 6 is going to be opening up pretty soon here. It says February the 25th, 25 UTC. That's less than 24 hours from now. So I just want to show what I came prepared with and, you know, what it's going to look like. This KVK doesn't look to be the most difficult. I think we might have more combat in KL, but right now for Pass 6, I don't know how much there really is going to be. Originally, if you guys have been watching the streams, I've had a goal for 1 billion kill points since I came in here, and hopefully to like kill at least like 2 to 2.5 million T5s. And I don't know if that's actually gonna happen. I was a little concerned just because we haven't got as much fighting on runes as I expected us to get, but our allies who are fighting the other enemies have been getting some pushback. So, you know, I love our allies, but hopefully our allies see like a lot of fighting and then kind of falter a little bit, and then we can come in and then, you know, we can get some scrapping in there. I just want to fight. I want to fight in like any conceivable shape or form, and so I'm a little desperate. I'm coping a little bit, some might say. Anyway, so that's where we're at right now. So now I'm just gonna start going through stuff. Our account is currently 470 days old. We are now VIP 15. I think this happened maybe like a week or two ago. I'm not entirely sure. I remember we hit it. I just wanted to make sure to hit VIP 15 before we saw combat, and you know, it's before combat, so we did it pretty easily. I didn't have to like struggle or anything. I think I am going to be going for VIP 17. Originally, I thought I wasn't going to, but you know, I want to be the best I can be, and stopping at VIP 15 doesn't seem like the best I can do. I'm also super bloated right now. You guys can see by our current power at like 87 mil. We're just absolutely gargantuan. And I need to just find a way to kill these troops. I'm getting a little nervous here because if I don't find a way to kill these troops, I'm kind of screwed in the greater scheme of things, just because my stats are gonna suffer because of it. If I can make this like 5 million T5 dead this KVK, I would look awesome. But if I can't, you know, I'd look really terrible. So we'll see how that works. Hopefully it's not too bad. 1 billion kills might be a little too much, but at least another like 500, 600 mil to make sure I get my my conquest coin for the KVK is like fine with me. But if there is more fighting, I'll be there. Next, we're gonna get over commanders again. So we've got the Guan. I don't think I special talented anything too specific since the last time I did an update. So we've got the Guan Sip, and then we've got the Joan Nevsky. We have our gear like kind of like split up around people. But I just recently built Boots of the Hellish Wasteland. So after this, we're going to be looking at probably Heart of the Saint and the KVK Cavalry Helm to try to make like a optimal set for Cav. Yeah, we're going to have Joan at 5525, which is pretty good. I want to get her to 5515, but 5525 is close enough, so I didn't care. Then we've got our Nevsky at 5552. I'm going to try and expertise him. And then after expertise him, we're going to be moving on to Boudica to make Boudica YSG. So we'll have the Guan Sip, the Boudica YSG, the Nevsky Joan. It'll be pretty good. I don't know if like pre-3 marches, I'll be running Joan Nevsky or Nevsky Joan, but XP and stars both aren't an issue. So I just level 60 both of them. Wasn't a huge issue. I think it's like a 4th march, like later on. It could be, I could like take Scipio off of Guan and put like Guan Alex, and then maybe like Scipio Tarek might be some kind of like thought process there. I don't know. I'm really like spitballing, but that's far away from now, so I'm not too concerned about it. In terms of armaments, I have a wedge formation on Guan Yu right now, but it's nothing too crazy, right? I mean, the stats are okay, but like overall, the only stats that I've really been looking for out of armaments is bar damage. You guys know that I chain a lot, and chaining is just really important and like integral to how this account functions. So like over here, we have like 14.8% bar damage. That's pretty good. Over here, we have 11% bar damage plus payback, which is another 7.5%. And then we've got like, you know, random cavalry stats. So we're using like Richard YSG, Chow Chow Cyrus. Cyrus's 3rd skill is a bar training skill. And we're using Moctezuma Theodora. And so that's all been working pretty well. No complaints about anything. In terms of armaments, like I don't really think it's changed the game too much for me. I'm not really noticing like any like big damage increases or damage decreases. I'm not noticing like any like trades really change. I think armaments are important and impactful. It's just like, even if people are getting, I think with inscriptions later on, it'll be much crazier, right? So we'll see like as people get like 3 or 4 Autarch rewards and can like get specific inscriptions they want onto like the max RNG armaments, then it'll probably be impactful. But for like the next, I don't know how many months, like probably the next like 6 to 8 months, like I don't think armaments are really gonna be playing a big part in average field fighting. Now in Rally Garrison for sure, but for the average field fight, I haven't been seeing much. Again, I haven't been seeing much fighting and all this KVK. So in terms of resources, we got what we have above. I cleared my farms like pretty recently. So we've got what we have above, and then we've got all the resources in here. If I remember correctly, it was something about like 14 billion like food value in resources. Maybe it's like closer to 10. It could be like 10 to 14. I don't really know. I didn't count too well, just because I know I probably don't need this many to get like kills that I'm looking for, and like by the time we get to KL, I'll have even more than this. So it's not too bad. If you guys remember, I was completely tapped for all resources right after KL last KVK. So it's been probably like a month and a half, maybe 2 months of like saving in terms of like tokens and stuff. And then a lot of my other resources have gone into like making sure that my farms all have Trading Post 25 and City Hall 25. Over here in terms of speeds, I want to say we tapped all of our speeds out during pre-KVK. Then I think we may have tapped our speeds out a second time in an event right after pre-KVK. Everything you see here is probably what I've gotten in the last like 10 days, maybe a little more. But yeah, it's just been, you know, chaining, trying to build up everything back. Yeah, so like this is like the little bit that we've gotten from pre-KVK. Like that's 3 days like from the last Marauders. But yeah, I mean, overall it's been pretty easy to just be able to restack everything that we've lost. I mean, just chaining barbs. I chained barbs with, I was doing 3 marches for a while, but I haven't been like that active this KVK. It's just not that hard, right? Like as long as you're spending your daily AP at like chaining like 2 or 3 barbs at a time, you kind of make everything back, and it's just not too difficult. These KVK barbs are wild. Over here in the boosts, we use quite a few advanced army expansions in terms of chaining. 1500 gems for this, for essentially like 4 hours of like really valuable chaining. And then I get to keep like the Richard with his 310,000 troops. He's around for like a few more days afterwards, so like I get a lot of value out of these. I think for 1500 gems it's generally worth it if you're chaining with a couple marches and you know how to micro them well. If not, you could wait till like after Ark of Osiris or like after like a runes fight, and then you can take your 50% and like get some good chaining marches. Over here we've got our legendary gear. I've got a Ring of Doom that I was thinking about getting. I just don't know if I want the Ring of Doom first or if I want the Cavalry KVK helm first. Neither of which are like super appealing to me, but I mean they're okay, right? Like it's an okay thing that I could want. I just like, I don't know, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. And I kind of don't want to run like the blue helmet, the blue expedition helmet for cavalry when I could just be running the KVK cab helmet. Over here, we just have, you know, like some more cab gear that we're building, like extra infantry gear. I don't think I'm ever going to get rid of my barb gear just because I think it's very valuable, but we might be getting rid of like some secondary pieces of like windswept or something like that. So right now, the things we're looking at is we're looking at Ring of Doom. We're looking at getting a Milky Way for when we do Boudica YSG. We're looking at getting a KVK cavalry helm, and we're looking at a Heart of the Saint, which is over here. And yeah, once we have all this stuff done, I mean, we're kind of just like, we're chilling in terms of gear. Then we're just taking a second, probably like refining some infantry gear, but other than that, I mean, there's nothing really else left. I mean, we have like a ton of materials just kind of laying around, so it's whatever we can craft first. I'm kind of down to craft. Armaments wise, like I have not been getting like pretty good luck. I mean, like these aren't bad, right? Like this is like a fine wedge, this is like a fine wedge, but like none of these are like particularly like impressive wedges, right? Like 3.3% infantry health would be great if there's any more infantry stats here, but I mean, there's not there's not a lot else for us to really be looking at. Over here, I don't think there's anything too crazy to be looking at. We're stacking up some more sculpts because we're gonna be finishing Nevsky. He's like 225 sculptures away, so, and then we're gonna expertise him, have the Nevsky Joan, and then we'll be moving on to the next march after that. It's not too complicated. Like building the first 3 marches are really the only things I have to think about, and then after that, then I can start considering other ones. Here are the bastions, if you guys are interested in looking at it. I am playing Nile, so I mean, like none of these bastions give me any abilities. The seasonal strategies are probably like the more important ones. I really like All-Seeing Eye, so I'm going for this one first. Not everybody is gonna have like the honor points or the kill points to be able to get to these different strategy costs in a timely manner. So like I understand like not everybody should be going for All-Seeing Eye, but me personally as an FTP, like complex tools for gathering gems really nice. Toil for extra bastion quests is really nice. Heroic Gift is also really nice. Something that concerns me a little bit is like, I think I might be maxing all of the bastions before the end of this KVK. So if I end up maxing all of them, these will stop being useful at a certain point. And I don't know how that's going to impact me. I assume that having more crystals earlier means that I chain barbs more efficiently, which means I get more crystals later. The earlier you get more crystals, like the more effective it'll be over time. So if I could have like 5 million crystals at the start of KVK or 10 million crystals at the end of KVK, I take the 5 at the start, right? I just don't know how that is going to pan out when I start maxing bastions, and I just can't do anything else afterwards. Over here, teamwork is really, really good. I'll be getting this as well, because I don't think I'm going past aggression here. So we're picking up All-Seeing Eye, and then we're going to go for probably Frugality, I think Howl of Rage, and then Teamwork. And then we're kind of done. I mean, we don't really need anything after that. I think I'm like pretty happy with this. I think if you're like a whale, I think Enfeeblement is okay-ish. It's just like on entering battle, they reduce target smart speed. And if you're not entering battle, then you know, that's like one chance per engagement of like sub 7%, right? And when it says on entering battle, it means you have to exit battle and then enter battle again. So you have to like drop rage and stuff. So I don't know who's getting this, because this is bad. This is not good, I think. Like reducing the target smart speed by 60% is awesome. It's just like, it's only 3 seconds and you only have one chance per the entire engagement. So the only person that can slow this, that can slow another person, is a person with like 0 rage. That's kind of crazy. That's really low. So I'm not a huge fan. Over here, we're gonna have our Crystal Tech. I was going to make a Crystal Tech video. I just decided against it. I didn't think it was necessarily what I was looking for overall. Right now, we're going to be maxing all of the 2s on this to get Swift Marching to 7. Then we're going to bring Bar Reports and Karaku Reports up, and then try to like max all of this. Once all of this stuff gets maxed, I'm going to try and finish like Treaties 2 and Cultural Exchange. Then after that, then we're going to be looking at probably, I think, Call to Arms. I might be going for Expanded Formations. It just depends on how much fighting we have. If we have a ton of fighting, I'm probably not going to go for Expanded Formations. If we don't have that much fighting, I would love to have an extra Gem Gatherer. That would be kind of nice. We'll see how everything else looks, and then I'll kind of decide where I'm going based on that. In terms of coins, like where I'm spending my shop, I think we're picking up Persian Dream. It's not like great, but I mean, it's not like awful. And I want an extra skin for All Out Rumble. And also, I think I'm going to get Pride of the Khan just as a cavalry set helm to make my cavalry set. For the Autarchs, if we win, which I think we will, I don't know what I'm going to be looking for this, you know, in terms of like Autarch limited and non-limited, and like what I'm looking for. It's just, I haven't considered it too much. Wow, these are great, actually. Would anybody buy this? That's wild. Okay, I'm not gonna overthink it. Anyway, point is we're probably gonna get Persian Dream. We're probably gonna get the KVK helm, and then the Autarch shit we're gonna check out later. I think that's it. We have fighting, so by the time this video drops, we're probably going to be on like day 2 of fighting, so you guys should definitely check that out. We stream every day, generally around like 15 to 17 UTC. If you guys join the Discord in the description below, and you go to the Role Selections tab, and you turn on announcement and stream notifications, every single time I go live, I will ping you. If you guys are interested in coaching, we've got coaching right there. You can just DM me on Discord for that, and it is $35 a session. Some days we're super booked, some days we're not very booked. So I mean, you know, just DM me and see what's up. I would ask though, if you guys are looking to ask for coaching, don't ask me like too far ahead of time, because I have quite a few clients, so like my overall like memory of like who's when is gonna go down if you guys are asking me like, oh hey, I'd like coaching like a month. That's probably too far out. But anyway, guys, if you guys enjoy the content, make sure you like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you want to help support the stream, you can always donate to the Streamlabs link in the description below, or check out our merch store if you want to buy anything over there. Other than that, guys, I appreciate you guys dropping by. I appreciate you guys watching it through, and I will see you guys on the battlefield. Deuces, guys. Take it easy.
Price on turned up cause I'm chosen. I can't die yet, my wrists ain't frozen. I mean, go down, we get high, then we focus. I ran it up, put my wrists in the open. You reach for my chain and catch street till you're colon. Gangsta, my mama told me fuck the police. Run them racks up till they break off the lease. I can put the packs up in a Chevy Caprice. Stuff the cash, but so you the head back to the street.